Hello, YouTube people. Today we are going to carry on with what does Lori have in her tomato seed stash? The letters F through, let's see here. Looks like through J or K, excuse me. I'm going to try to get through F through K. So let's get started. Today I have Federally. And Bob got me this new cool little like laptop lap bench for Christmas. It just came in this morning because I told him the way that my laptop sat on this table, I was like bending my neck down too far, and it was really causing me some back pain in between my shoulder blades and stuff. So he surprised me by ordering this, and it's really cool. And so my laptop's sitting up on it. I like it. And there's some more Federally. These ones I got from Jim, so I know that they will grow. Let's see here. Flanders Contrast. This, I believe, is a Tom Wagner variety. Really cool, like green and antho. And yet more Federally. Funny story about, I went and ordered a bunch of really good, like paste and sauce tomatoes from Jim. And then I put them up and promptly forgot about it. Well, I cleaned off my table because my table is an unholy mess. And I thought that Bob had inadvertently thrown the package away. So I went ahead and I reordered them from Jim. And then I found them. So I had doubles. So that's why I've got two Federally. There will be two of several. Oops. Let's see here. Floridade. Been fighting bloody noses this morning. I don't get bloody noses in the traditional sense. No, mine have to go really far back so they don't come out through my nose. It comes into my mouth and it's just gross. And so Bob had to run to pick up parts and stuff, and I told him to please get me some Afrin since he's got to go into the store for milk. So hopefully that'll take care of it. Got Father Frost cherry, and then this is a micro dwarf, and I got a lot of seeds when I bought it, but I don't have so many now. That's why I quit offering it for trade. And, oh geez. Fiaschetto di Manduria. I am going to take a stab and say that that is an Italian variety. And Italian varieties, as we all know, are delicious. Like Francie's red pear. That's another one. It's not a teeny, like, little yellow pear tomato. This is a big one, and it's a good saucer. We got, Fiegel? I don't know how to say that. I'm going to have to look that up because I don't even know what that looks like. This is one of those varieties that I bought it simply because of the name. And then I was really impressed on how freaking prolific it was. Do they taste outstanding? No. You know, they don't really make a big blip on my radar. But they do add filler to a sauce, so I like these. And they're fuzzy blue balls, and I got those from Ken Fry. And then Fahrenheit blues. That is not how you spell Fahrenheit, but I think that's great. I like that. That's a Tom Wagner variety. Frog Princess. I'm not sure how to say this, so I'll just show you. Can you see that? Does that make it easier? I saw that, I believe, on Tomato Eden, and it is a really cool variety that I really wanted to get, but I didn't buy it, but I was able to trade for it, so that's really cool. Furry Yellow Hog, another one of those fuzzy tomatoes. I like fuzzy tomatoes. I don't, they're not the worst thing, but, to each their own. Some people just don't like the texture. Fleur de Rigueur. Farthest North. I got to put these back into the bag so it takes me a little bit longer to go through these. Fun. Look at the picture of those. It just, I don't know. I have just a sick sense of humor, and I'm okay with it. Fox nose. Just like peppers that I ordered yesterday. A few days ago, I ordered a variety called Arse Clown Jolokia. And then yesterday I ordered peach turdsicle. Rat bastard is another one. Ex-girlfriend. And then and Heirloom Pepper Addicts Anonymous, I was like, what are the funniest names you've heard of? Somebody said rat turd, and I'm like, oh, now I got to put that on my list. And then somebody else said, what was it? Turbo pube or something. It's like, oh, Jesus, that's got to go on the list too. So now I got to find these two tomatoes. Got Dwarf Firebird. I got Florida Petite, and that's a micro dwarf. Some more Farthest North. That's going to be a really short season red. I'm pretty sure of it, which is good for me here because we don't have a long season. Although, you know what? I'm able to grow those longer season ones, except for Cherokee Purple. I've never been able to grow that out, but I'm going to give it a whirl this year. I got 2 packs here of Flaming Burst. Looks to be a really pretty bicolor, and I love bicolor. Some more Frog Princess. Fireworks. Finocchiaro's Ribbed Red. Quite a few of those. Let's see here. Fuoco Marzano. This is like, it's a San Marzano variety, but it's a bicolor. It's like red and gold stripes on it. Phelan's First Snow. Seeds from 2019. Better get those in and implanted and see if they work out. Fire Steel. In honor of Bob being in the Navy, First Mate. Also kind of reminds me of Gilligan's Island. We got Fairy Tale Fairy, which these are part of that Marchin series of tomatoes. But I think this one would be the Marchin Fee, but I'm not sure. I might be wrong on that. Probably am. But I think that's what it is. Flame. And, come on. I hate it when things do like that. I'm trying to, like, be all smooth and stuff doesn't want to work. And then more Fleur de Rigueur. And I did grow that Fleur de Rigueur this past year. I liked it. So, and then let's see here. Please don't fall over everything. I got a lot of tomatoes that start with a G. Starting with Garden Peach. This is a Tom Widener variety that I ordered special. Green Zebra Hawaii. It's not just a regular green zebra, it's Green Zebra Hawaii. I was wanting to do a trade for some of that, and this girl, she's like, oh, I've got that. Well, first she goes, well, I've got Green Zebra, and I'm like, no, I don't want Green Zebra, I want Green Zebra Hawaii. Well, that's what I got. And I said, and I mean, she's answering me back really quick, and I said, where did you get your seeds at? And then she went dead silent for like 5-10 minutes, and she comes back and she's like, Vertilume. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not trading you. I was born at night, but it wasn't last night. She Googled it, found out where they were being sold, and then tried to finagle a trade for some of my rares. Not happening. Green Grape Tomato. Oh, boy. Grusha. Oh, yeah. I'm not exactly sure how you would say that. Let me know in the comments below if you know how to say that, because I certainly don't. Got Gypsy. Nor am I even going to try that second word. That's not going to happen. Got Genoa. This is another from Genoa, Italy. Strong tomato taste. That will be a very good sauce tomato. You just know it. Got Groovy Tunes. I always say that. That's groovy. And I don't mean it like that's cool. That's sarcastically meant. Some more Gypsy. Some Gold Pearl Microdwarf. Great White Blues. Green Moldovan. Some of these are just like bigger packages, but I got to fit them into this little envelope. And I do have some regular green zebra. Nothing wrong with green zebra. I'm just not going to trade a super rare for it. Glacier. And by super rare, I mean, like, I believe it was my Dolly Parton. Nobody's got them in stock. I did a trade for them, grew them out. I've got seeds, and she's like, oh, I got to have that. Well, not at the expense of lying to me. You're not getting it. Anyhow, enough about that. Ginger Fox. Now, there's 3 of these fox tomatoes that Nicotovka has. There's Ginger Fox, there's Red Fox, and there's Silver Fox. And I do have all of them. Geranium Kiss. Bob Harvey sent me some Geranium Kiss, too. It is a dwarf. Grinch. Green cherry size. Those would be cool. Get stuffed. I don't want to get stuffed. You get stuffed. Green. What is this? Bumblebee. Got Gargamel. I ordered these several years ago. Back in 2021. I traded a lot of them. I don't have many left. I need to grow those so that I can save seeds from those. Oh. Gold medal. Golden domes. Of course, everything is just not going to work. Oh boy, here we go. I have a whole bunch of these. So I'm just going to hold them back until I get them all together. And I got to be careful that my phone does not slide off of here because it's very slippery. More Gargamel. Let's see. This is a Georgia Streak. Ouch. That was my funny bone. More Geranium Kiss. I think I'm going to have to put some of those into the seed library. And then Great White. I didn't have any Great White. So I did a trade for some or used my wish list. I don't remember. Graffiti Pink. Oh boy. Glory of Moldova. German Johnson. Gobstopper. Gold Eleni, I don't know. Great Myers Pride. Those came from Gene Peppers over in Great Seed Swap and Friends. Gigante Mammoth or Marmot, I don't know. I don't know if that's spelled correctly. I think I've seen it on sites where it was spelled a little bit differently. Green Doctors. Golden Hour. Microdwarf. I think that one's kind of starting to appear on a lot of people's wish lists. Garden Peach. That Golden Hour. Gilberti Paste. This is another one of those that wound up getting 2 of them because I didn't realize that I had put them up. Garden Pearl Red Cherry. Gigi's Glory. This one is called Grandpa's Cock's Plume. More Green Zebra. Green Zebra was actually, I believe, my first foray into different colored tomatoes besides like black creme, which black creme still remains to this day my absolute favorite heirloom tomato. This one is called Giant Pink Belgium. Just, there's nothing quite like a black creme. Glacier. This one is Grand Belgium. I don't know if those are two different or what. We'll find out. German lunchbox. Some of these bags just don't want to go in there. They're really flimsy plastic. So they make it, I get irritated. Golden Light. Those are packaged really well. Golden Bell. So I like that. That person packaged those up really nice. Greek Azamina, I guess. I don't know. I'll have to look that one up because I have not heard of it. More Great White. Hey, I lied. I did have some Great White. German Pink. Funny how that happens like that. Gust Brothers Dwarf. Maybe, no, that was, the Gus Brothers is the one that I got from Gene Peppers. Excuse me. It wasn't Great Myers Pride. I don't know where I got Great Myers Pride from. Some more Giant Belgium Pink. Poor old Bob. He's got to brave the... Yeah, come on, get in that bag. He's got to brave the wilds of Walmart to get some milk. Better him than me. This one I grew this past year. Glacial Zebra. Very pretty. Actually, if I were to put those up right up to against a green zebra, I'd be hard pressed to tell you which was which, except for the glacial zebras tend to have more lobes on them. Those tomatoes will lobe out a lot more than a green zebra does. A green zebra just tends to be round, but these have a lot more like fasciated blooms. General Grant. Green Doctor's Frosted. Those ones look really cool. Gold Pearl Micro Dwarf. Another pack of those. More Glacier. Great Yellow Blue. I ordered quite a few from Tomato Fifau. I don't know how to say it. It's a really good place to order tomatoes from. They got a very wide selection, although a lot of their stuff is just not available now. Like a whole lot of their Tom Wagner varieties, which is disappointing because they are the only people that I know of that have the Fort Vancouver yellow pear that I am desperately seeking, and I don't have it in stock. Micro Dwarf Gemma, so got Gemma. This was a gift from an order that I placed with Ken called Governor Lazarus Sweet Meeting. More Groovy Tunes. Giant Red DeBarra, I don't know. Barrow. This one is German Queen. It's weird when these come in. Oh, hang on. That's gonna drive me nuts. When these come in and the names are kind of rubbed off like that, because I've handled it so many times, it's like imprinted. I know what it is. Gary Osena or Senna. Glossy Rose Blue. Gold Medal. Golden Egg. Granny's Throwing. I grew this one this year. Great tomato. Great sauce tomato. Let's see here. Green Copia. Groovy. I'm just going to set these over to the side because this is just driving me nuts. Gunmetal Gray. Gothic. I believe that's Gandalf. Yep, Gandalf. More Gunmetal Gray. And from what I'm understanding, there's like two different varieties of color varieties of Gunmetal Gray. So that's why I don't mind doing a couple of different trades. so that I can see which is which. This one's from my Americana garden. It's called George Washington. Green Giant. An actual variety it is. It is actually a tomato called Gift to My Wife. And then I got all of these. These are all girls weird thing. What is not to love about a tomato that is named after your dog? I love that. Goat sack. More Gilbert tea paste from the I can't find the tomato debacle. And then these giant crimson. I don't know if you guys saw or did not see that ridiculous post in Heirloom Tomato Addicts Anonymous the other night where Jim, the admin in there, my admin, got Luke Marion, the owner of M.I. Gardner, to admit that he knew the seeds for that giant crimson were genetically weak, and he sold them to the public for $1 a seed. You guys that bought that paid $5 per pack. You got a limit of 2, so up to $10. You got 10 seeds of an inferior product. But in the next breath, he's trying to say that he isn't in it to make money. Well, if that's the case, Luke, what the hell do you call that? I will never purchase another product from you, nor will I ever recommend M.I. Gardner because of that BS right there. That was ridiculous. Not only that, I don't tend to promote or do business with companies that have an owner that try to freaking gaslight me. I'm not mad. I'm not angry. I wasn't hostile. I cannot help it, Luke Marion. If you don't like to answer the hard questions, that is on you. That is not on me. So I'm glad you deleted your ridiculous post out of my group. I'm glad you left my group. You saved me the trouble of showing you to the door. C'est la vie. Good luck with your wholesale thing that you got going on. That is the only reason why he posted in my group, is he was looking for vendors to sell his genetically weak product. End of story on that. We've got Heinz 1409. That's one Heinz variety I did not grow last year. Heaven, Oregon. Heinz 2653. I did grow that one. There is not one thing wrong with growing any of these Heinz. I call these, this is the 1706. These are my garden workhorses. And by that, excuse me, I mean 1350, that I wanted to make sauce. And that was what I wanted to do when I grew this past year. So I also like to grow jazzy looking tomatoes. If they're weird looking, the more I like them. Excuse me, I was getting a dry throat. Those fancier looking ones, like the fuzzy blue balls and all those, the taste doesn't hold up if you're making a sauce. It would be essentially flavorless. These Heinz varieties, these do the work so that I can add those not quite so tasty ones into the sauce. And these, the 2274, along with the other ones, are going to hold up the flavor and carry it. And then the other ones can just be like filler, if that makes any sense. If not, I don't know how else to explain it. Got Hungarian Heart. Hughes. Homestead. And I think this is supposed to be Heart of Ashgabat. Ashgabat. Helsing Junction Blue. Tom Wagner variety. Helsing Junction is a little farm off of Highway 12 between like Centralia, Chehalis here in Southwest Washington, going toward Aberdeen. And it was the farm. Here's some more Helsing Junction Blues. The little farm that stabilized that variety. So Tom Wagner named it after, which is really cool. Got Hardin's Miniature Micro Dwarf. Harvard Square. Kind of curious about that one. It took me a while to even get the seeds, which is kind of odd. And this one, it says heavyweight of Siberia, but I believe that one should be a G, and that should be golden heavyweight of Siberia, I think. Hamel's Store Brown from Jim Wyatt, so it's got to be pretty good. Hazel May. Homestead, and then I have Homestead 24. I believe those are two different varieties, I think. And then we got the Heinz 1370. I've got quite a few of the Heinz varieties because I like them. So if I have a chance to obtain more of them, oh, I totally will. 2653. If you guys get a chance to add those to your collection, highly recommend it. Hopkins Revolutionary. That one's going into my Americana garden. Let's see here. More Homestead. Hillbilly. I don't know. I may or may not add that to my Americana garden. I don't know. I don't really like that word though, but whatever. That's just a personal thing. Honey Drop. I don't know if there's any bad connotations to it or not. Hazel May. Probably like redneck. I don't like using that word either. And that's just me. Hawaiian Current. I guess what it is I don't like labels. I think this is supposed to be Hamsun, not Hanson. More Honey Drop. Got a lot of Honey Drop. Probably throw that into the seed library. Hopkins Revolutionary. Definitely got a bit of that. And then this is just a Heinz Classic Processor. So that one I have not grown yet either. And what's not to like about a tomato called Have a Cigar? I mean, seriously. And then I've got Heart of the Lower Tree, which is a beautiful bicolor. Bicolors are probably my favorite, I think. And then this was the hippie zebra that I grew last year. And Bob wasn't able to grab me any off of that plant. And I think several came in, but it was during the time I was having a lot of breathing problems. And so we didn't get all those properly, labeled or anything like that. So I didn't save seeds. So I went ahead and ordered another hippie zebra from somebody else. And we'll see how that turns out. We will see. Now we're moving on to the letter I. And I love Luann Cunningham's labeling. Indigo Kumquat. I mean, look at that is just incredible to me. Her tomatoes are my absolutely most favorite labeled tomatoes that I've ever gotten in trades. And then I got Indigo Pear Drops, which kind of look like those Indigo Kumquat. Same kind of indigo family. Kind of like Indigo Rose. But they don't look, Indigo Rose aren't that pretty. Israel. Iraqi Heart. Indian Stripe. Indigo Apple. Indigo Rose. Italian Super Paste. NCRD Paste. I grew this one this past year. Great, great, great paste tomato. Highly recommend. Ivory Pear. Open up. Engelhart. Ivory Tears. Iditarod Red Dwarf for my Americana garden. Iditarod is totally Americana. Ispalin. This one is a gorgeous bicolor, and I can't wait to grow it. Italian Paste. That one's got to be good too. I mean, I'm telling you, any of those Italian varieties of tomatoes, you can't go wrong with them. Ivory Egg. And then my absolute favorite cherry tomato so far is Isis Candy Cherry. It's a red cherry tomato, and it is sweet and delicious. I like it better than Sun Gold. Let's see, H-I-J. Okay, so we're on to J. I don't have a lot of J or K, so we're almost done here. Got Jersey Devil. Nice paste variety. Jubilee. This one might be, I think this one should be called Golden Jubilee. I don't think they're two different tomatoes. And these were labeled as Jersey Giant. I planted them. They are a round tomato. They are not Jersey Giant. I don't know what those are, but I did plant them and I did not save seeds. I did those not this last summer, but the summer before. Juliet, which is a hybrid, which I don't really care because I've heard really good things about that tomato. And I do need to open up my window for a minute. It's getting really warm in here. Got Jarson 18. Jarson 18/3. So Jarson, they just that breeder, excuse me, just labels them by number, which is kind of actually cool. Jersey Devil. I think we just seen that. Jellicoe, got that from Ken. Justina, Tom Wagner variety, orange variety. Can't wait to grow that one. Jerusalem. Look at that beautiful bicolor heart. John Henry. Join or Die. Believe that is a Tom Wagner variety as well. Juan Flame. Julia Child. I believe I got my initial Julia Child from Kim Lund, and I've been growing it ever since. Japanese Black Trifle. Kim Lund has a great collection of tomatoes, and her stuff, it's been stored properly. It germinates. It's amazing. I highly recommend you buy from her. Japanese Black Trifle. And that is my J varieties. And last but never least, because I have a lot more letters than just this, I'm going to pull these out. Ah, come out. These are the tomatoes I have that start with the letter K. And starting out, we have Karma Peach. These are Kaleidoscopic Jewel. Korean Love. Kazula 174. Kiss the Sky. Yes, I am a Jimi Hendrix fan. Kryptonite. Canner Hoel or Hole. Karma Miracle. KBX. Kazula 179. King of London. KBX. I want to say that was a black crim potato leaf, but I'm not sure. That could be the Kellogg's Breakfast too. More Karma Apricots. Kellogg's Breakfast. I really want to grow that tomato right there. I like the yellow and the orange and the bicolor varieties. The bicolors are probably my favorite. I think they're so pretty. Kibitz. But then I like the anthos too. I think they're really stunning. Kentucky Plate. But as far as taste goes, I think I really like the pinks. Kazula 136. Really pretty bicolor. More Kellogg's Breakfast. Karma Pink. KC 146. Grew this one. That was sure a producer. It'll always go in my garden. Oh boy, let's see. Kazakhstansky Domashny. I'm going to say that is either Russian. Well, that's Russian language, but it's a tomato from Kazakhstan. Korean long. More Karma peach. Got a lot of Karma peach. Kellogg's breakfast. I hear very good things about that variety. Kim's Civil War ox heart. That is for my Americana garden. Cara Market tomato. Kentucky Cabin. And Kellogg's breakfast. So that is what I have from F through K as far as tomatoes go. And so, yeah. That's what I've been doing is I'm just getting these together. And then right here is what I have for our seed library so far. And mostly we have the letters A through D as far as varieties go. But there is a whole bunch in there. And I haven't put them all in there. I still have to get the ones from the seed haul videos entered onto the list and put in there as well. But other than that, that's kind of what I've been doing and getting these new groups started and getting up and going. And freezing in the morning because it's freaking cold outside and I live in a fifth wheel and I have a fake knee. I had a knee replacement done, oh Christ, in 2007. And so if it's cold out, my knee starts really letting me know about it. But I have no interest whatsoever in going in and getting it redone. I don't think it even needs to be redone, to be honest. But anyhow, I'm rambling on. So please like this video. Smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. I will be doing giveaway here soon. Let me see if I can find it real quick. For Stoney's Neighbor's tomato. So if you want to get some of those seeds, which are not common at all, make sure you are a subscriber to this channel. I might just be enticed to throw in some Dolly Parton tomato seeds on top of those. Who knows? But yeah, once I get up to 150 subscribers, I will do a subscriber giveaway for some Stoney's Neighbors and probably some Dolly Parton as well. So stay tuned.